Hello everyone and welcome back to another Desmos crafting tutorial. Before I begin, I was going to say that the Java programming tutorials will be uploaded you'll get one Java programming episode for every three Desmos crafting tutorials that you get. It's so that I can still get Java programming videos up while still staying focused on Desmos tutorials because that's what a lot of you came here for. Hey, so last time we left off, we started to add another lamppost in, but this is centered with this line right here. We don't want it centered. We want this point to the very left to be aligned with this. So we're first going to shift this over by its scales. It's going to move her by 0.25. The next thing is that this pole looks really, really thick. So I'm going to shrink that down to, I want to cut that down by 1/8. So it's going to be 3/8 on that. It's going to move this over by 1/8 as well. I'm going to fix all this as well. That looks better, and this scale looks better to this one. As for coming up with the size for what to make your future lamppost, just eyeball it. I eyeball mine. I don't have a formula for you because I don't use one. Okay, and let's go ahead and just finish off on this lamppost. So I'm gonna have one at 2 and one at 2.5, and the bounds are going to be from where this line touches, where this line meets, and where this line meets over here. So my example, it's from 2 to 6. Just go ahead and copy, paste that over here. Yeah, I am sorry if I'm going a little fast, because this is a re-recording, and the last time, and the first time I tried recording this, I ran out of time on this free Screencastify, and if I'm going too fast and you're using my example, just pause the video. Okay, and as for the bottom of this pole, we're going to use the bottom half of this one. So we're going to have a look. Y equals negative square root of. So we can, you know what, just so I don't forget, I want to add the scalar up front. It's 0.5. And then we're going to have the scale, which is 1/4, the whole thing squared. And I'm going to have x minus 2.25 squared. Okay, I'm going to add 6 to it. So if you solve for y in this equation, you will get y equals plus or minus this thing. We're going to take the minus of it. Okay, actually, this shouldn't be plus 6. This shouldn't be plus 6. It should be plus 2 because so we drew the bottom half of it over here, but we want it down here. So we're actually going to add 2 to that. Right. At this point, I would normally just add another one of these lamps that looks like this, but for for those of you who want to use a different lamp design, or instead of using squares for your equation, that gets you the half oval or half circle. We're gonna use powers of 4. So what that looks like is, instead of x minus h squared, so this is the general equation for a circle. But the shape that we're going to use is going to have powers of 4. Okay. And since we're only drawing the top half, we're so first I'm going to set our minds at the origin, but then we're going to move it around later. So this is going to be y equals something squared out. I'm going to put 1 in there for now, but it's going to be a fraction, minus x. Actually, it's to the 4th. That's going to be raised to 0.25 for the 1/4 of power. So notice that this looks a little boxier. So I'm going to change my mind on this one. So I feel like 8s look better. Yeah, 8 looks better. It looks more boxy. If you like more rounded, just cut the powers of these things. If you want yours more rounded, you want to have more rounded edges. You want not more rounded, more boxy. Just increase the power. And of course, this 0.125 came from 1/8. So if you want to change yours to 1/16, so it's going to be 1 to the 16th minus x to the 16th is equal to 1/16. You don't have to change the decimal form. Just write 1/16. You can read it like that. Okay, so I don't know if I'll have time to actually position it in, but I do want to get at minimum the sidebars in to attach to the pole. So I'm going to use y equals 5.75. And I want to move the other line 1/8 lower. And we notice that this guideline is getting in our way. If it is for you, as it is for me, you can just click on this. You can click on the line right here, and it'll just turn it off for you. It just turns off the visibility. And if you want it back, just click it back like that. And as for the bounds, that's 64, 65. We can change it later. I'm just gonna make it between 1 and 2. 1 is too much. 0.5, 7.5. That looks better. Okay, and now we can. Now I'm going to change the scale of this thing. So this is currently at 1/4, if I remember correctly. So let's make this 1/8. 1/8 is too small. No, this is actually 1/2. Okay. Okay, so 3/8 looks good. So next week, we will continue working on this, and we'll finish this off, and hopefully get started on character drawing. So I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you next week.